I'm back. Hard to keep a good man down, isn't it? But ladies, it's good to keep a hard man down. Oh, I am back. Freddie B, what's going on, sir? Freddie B, the night owl, the man who never sleeps. Once again, don't forget to share the video on your page. But we are now back. Of course, Facebook heard a song that I played, which was Third World, um, which belongs to Warner Brothers. I didn't know. Thought it was owned by Columbia Records or CBS Sony Records. So, but it's cool. We all good. We are back. There we go. We're back. I talked to DJ Phantom today. Well, that's good. I'm tell him I said hi. Those strikes are stupid. Oh no. Tell DJ Phantom I said hello. Hello. Mm-mm. No problem, sir. I got you. Same song, different artist. Bushy Bushy. The instrumental version done by Ashford and Simpson. The vocal version, where they added lyrics, done by Gladys Knight and the Pips on 1690 WVON, the Talk of Chicago. It's your Dr. Al Greer flipping the 45s and playing the B-sides on the Queen. This is Get It Right on 1690 WVON. All right. Yeah, send me a reminder because, I forget. I get old. I'm getting old. Get it right. Ooh, they're trying to hurry up and get Trump out of office right now. Mm-mm. Let's tune in.
He showed no remorse either.
So if you read my speech, and many people have done it, and I've seen it both in the papers and in the media, on television, it's been analyzed, and people thought that what I said was totally appropriate.
What Trump did today, blaming others for what he caused, is a pathological technique used by the worst of dictators.
But today, ABC News has learned Republican leader Kevin McCarthy told House Republicans that the president admitted to him that he might be, quote, a little bit responsible after he told his supporters to go to the Capitol.
We're going to walk down, and I'll be there with you, because you'll never take back our country with weakness. You have to show strength, and you have to be strong.
Today, Democrats are trying to pass a resolution calling on Vice President Pence to evoke the 25th Amendment to remove Trump by declaring him mentally unfit.
This is not just a crisis and an emergency. It is a continuing crisis and emergency. It is not over yet. Can we say that we feel safe being in the hands of this president with the horror and the threats returning to the nation's capital?
House members spoke about the terror they experienced as Trump supporters marauded through the Capitol. Representative Norma Torres of California said she was trapped in the House gallery listening to gunfire. As she saw smoke from the tear gas rising, her son called her.
The call lasted 27 seconds. All I could say, sweetheart, I'm okay. I'm running for my life. And I hung up.
She pleaded for the vice president to help remove the president.
I urge Vice President Pence to do the right thing.
Trump and Pence met in the White House yesterday for 90 minutes. And today, Trump sounded confident.
The 25th Amendment is of zero risk to me.
And tonight, the vice president informed Congress he would not invoke the 25th Amendment, writing, quote, I do not believe that such a course of action is in the best interest of our nation or consistent with the Constitution. Democrats now plan to move forward tomorrow to impeach Trump, making him the first president in American history to be impeached twice. Today, the president ominously warned that would anger his supporters and would be, quote, very dangerous for the USA, especially at this very tender time. But Republican leaders in the House and Senate who have stood by Trump for 4 years are not trying to whip votes against impeachment and pressure lawmakers to support the president. House members are being told
That
to
sounds like
vote
a
their
threat to me.
conscience. And tonight, the number 3 Republican in the House declared she is voting to impeach. Congresswoman Liz Cheney declared the President of the United States summoned this mob, assembled this mob, and lit the flame of this attack. Everything that followed was his doing. The president could have immediately and forcefully intervened to stop the violence. He did not. Cheney added, there has never been a greater betrayal by a president of the United States of his office and his oath to the Constitution. A source familiar with Kevin McCarthy's phone call with Trump Monday tells ABC News McCarthy told him it was time to call Joe Biden, adding, quote, the election is over and you lost. And in the Senate, Republican Rob Portman tonight urged the president to, quote, address the nation and explicitly urge his supporters to remain peaceful and refrain from violence. So let's get back to Jonathan Karl.
That's from ABC News.
It's Al Greer on 1690 WVON.
I know that guy. They call me. They call me Smarty Pants. Yeah. Be ready to fight. Congress needs to hear what? We get our president or we die. Wow. Never seen anything like this. I've never seen anything like this before in my life. It's like you lost. You know, what are they going to do? Blow up the White House or something because he lost? Like, really? Would you say they're going to die? Yeah, pretty much so. You know, there is going to be a lot of bloodshed. And for no reason. These people they're brainwashed. They're stupid. If they think that they can beat, you know, they're going to bring in riot gear. They're going to bring in the National Guard, the FBI, everybody. If they think that they're going to really do something, and that's just it. Trump doesn't care. He doesn't care about the 200 million people that died from COVID. What makes you think he's going to think about his supporters who are going to storm the Capitol again on Inauguration Day? He needs to call off his people and just say, look, it's over. Because these people are going to die for nothing. Just like the COVID, this whole COVID thing. People are dying for no reason. None whatsoever. They're going to die. You know, he needs to just take a plane and go home or go somewhere. They're going to get killed. You know, what makes them think that they're going to win? They can't win. They they definitely cannot win. They can't win. It's impossible. You know, I always said if I was ever going to be in a group, that these would be my background singers. You know, like Tony, Orlando, and Dawn. It would be Al Greer and First Choice. That is Smarty Pants on 1690 WVON, the talk of Chicago. It's your Dr. Al Greer. Flipping the 45s, playing the B-sides is what I do each and every night. The rubber band in your hand. Again? Have I been blocked again? What for this time? Well, they really messing with me tonight. Can you play Impeach the President? I wish I could. Mm-mm. That was a great 45 back in the day. The Tramps and Rubber Band. It's like they keep cutting me off for music that is like 30, 40 years old. I'm like, take a break, Facebook. Good Lord. Give me a break. Give me a break. All right, sir. That's right. Give me a break, y'all. All right, sir. Stretch me out like a rubber band. On your hand. Stretch me out like a rubber band. On your hand. Stretch me out like a rubber band. The Tramps on 1690 WVON, the talk of Chicago. Your Dr. Al Greer, still flipping the 45s and playing the B-sides. Hello to Marguerites, to Robot Linda, and everybody else listening on 1690 WVON and on Facebook. Here's the great Charles Erlin. All right, let me turn it down. Maybe they won't detect it with it down. Okay. Woo-ah. I'm back. So did you guys miss me? Oh, I tell you, I gotta leave that Diet Coke alone. And I haven't even started drinking my water yet, Daryl Owens. Can you play another song for me? It's called Two Strikes You're Out. Okay. Did I wash my hands? Yes, I did. Yes, I did.
And the voice of the nation, 1690 WVON, Berwyn, Chicago.
See, as the President-elect Joe Biden approaches. The declaration comes nearly a week after Trump supporters violently stormed the Capitol as members of Congress were certifying Biden's presidential win. The Hill reports this declaration allows the Department of Homeland Security's Federal Emergency Management Agency to mobilize and provide any equipment or resources necessary to alleviate the impact of the emergency.
With the help of outside authorities, D.C. public officials are promising an increase of security for Inauguration Day after the violence we saw in the nation's capital last week. Ben Stafford with Secret Service says it will be all hands on deck.
There's going to be a combination of both personnel, that would be agents, officers, technicians, military folks, along with fencing and barriers.
Army General Daniel Hokanson, chief of the National Guard Bureau, says that an additional 10,000 members of the National Guard will be deployed Saturday. That's on top of 6,200 troops that are already in D.C.
Dedicated to Donald Trump. Don John Trump. Mm-mm. Oh, well, guys, going into the 3 o'clock hour. All right. Time sure flies when you're having fun, you know? Of course, Facebook's not allowing me to have fun tonight, so. It flies when you're having fun, you know?
But no one came until late Wednesday afternoon. Sund submitted his resignation last Thursday following criticism from Washington Mayor Muriel Bowser.
The Illinois Legislative Black Caucus is keeping busy this lame duck session. Lawmakers advanced their education reform bill Monday in Springfield. The measure addresses racial inequities in kindergarten through 12th grade education. Caucus Chair Kimberly Lightford presented the bill that would provide trauma training for educators and additional learning opportunities for students of color.
When I see all of these young African American men who should be in a place of employment or attaining higher education, and they're not doing so, I'm wondering what happened. How can we be more helpful to help them gain skills?
The bill now heads to Governor Pritzker's desk. The caucus also continued discussions on its criminal justice reform legislation, a package including crisis training, expanding police training on use of force, and ending cash bail. I'm Jaleesa Chatzman with Ray Harris on the Black Information Network.
The Talk of Chicago, 1690 WVON.
He said, I want some gum. No thanks, Daryl. I'm good. Do you want some gum?
Beginning Thursday at 7 p.m. for the latest installment of Time, featuring Chicago's own Rihanna Soler. On Friday at 7 p.m., watch the premiere of the 40 Game Changer Awards and meet 40 of Chicago's young dynamic leaders, along with former South Carolina Congressman and CNN contributor Bacardi Sellers, Ariel Investments Melody Hobson, and UBR host Curtis Monday. Then, on Saturday at 7 p.m., enjoy an encore performance of DuSable Museum's new
Mm-mm.
Where being black and proud is not just a moment, it's a movement. Hey Alexa, play WVON 1690 AM.
Getting WVON 1690 AM station from iHeartRadio.
Try it out for yourself. America is listening to WVON. Live from the Xfinity Studios at WVON. The talk of Chicago, 1690 WVON.
Yeah, wrong mouse though.
This is Netta Beretta with The Kendall Moore Show. You are listening to The B-Sides with Al Greer on 1690 WVON. Jam the box.
Hoo-ha. Hoo-ha. Ooh, Jeopardy is on. I wonder if they're showing the last episodes with Alex Trebek.
From West Hollywood, California, Brian Bradley, whose one-day cash winnings total $9,199. And now, here is the host of Jeopardy, Alex Trebek. Thank you, Johnny. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. I hope we started a new trend on Jeopardy yesterday. We managed to clear all of the clues in the first 2 rounds of play. That's a good sign. Ryan didn't win much money, but we had a tough final. All right, it helps if I don't talk too much, so let's get right to this. Good luck, players.
What was that probably made song that you used to play all the time? I don't remember. Poor Alex Trebek. He put up a good fight, though. You know, I knew, or at least I thought I knew, that he was going to make it. So, yep, the Parliament, yes. Yep. Oh, okay. YouTube. Woo-ah. No, I don't. You gotta give me more of a hint. That song was played a lot on WJPC back in the day. Casper's Groovy Ghost Show by some guy named Casper. Not the Casper that I know. The Casper I know did the Casper slide. He couldn't rap like that, though. Now, here's the maestro, Barry White. I can't get enough of your love, baby, as we flip the 45s and play the B-sides on 1690 WVON. I don't remember. I'm sorry. I'm getting old here. Old quickly. At an alarming rate. I'm getting old. I'm getting old as we speak. Okay. Let me know. I'll be here all night. Thank you very much.
UK band, fronted by Boy George.
What is Culture Club?
What is Culture Club? Right. And that adds to your lead. You're at 6,800. But our champion Ryan is the one who goes first to start Double Jeopardy.
And you really love that Luther Vandross. I sure do. Luther, Freddie, or Freddie's okay, but mostly Luther and the Isley Brothers. Those guys there. Harold Melvin and the Blue Notes. Yep, them guys too. Although I wasn't too keen on Harold Melvin, you know. Can't get enough. Mm-hmm. So who's going to host Jeopardy? Oh my God. They're talking about LeVar Burton. I'm like, where did that name come from? Either LeVar Burton or Alfonso Ribeiro. I guess he's happy with doing America's funniest home video. So that's cool. He got a job. That's cool.
Madness was the film. Movie 8. During World War II, two sisters joined the first professional baseball league for women. Martha.
What is OWN?
A League of Their Own. Yeah.
On the B list for 1200.
The late, great Bill Monroe was considered the father of this type of music. Martha.
What is the blues?
No. Andre. What is bluegrass? Bluegrass, yeah.
Ooh, bluegrass. Ooh. Can't get enough. Can't get enough of your love, baby.
Chanel, and you're listening to the B-Sides with Al Greer on 1690 WVON.
Said, I'm going to dye my beard, and I have sat back and thought about it. Okay. No problem. Yeah. I'm glad I can encourage someone to dye their beards as well. Because I look back at pictures of myself before Beijing. It's like, good Lord, I look like Morgan Freeman. I look like, I look like my own father. So I was like, nah. And it was something somebody told me a long time ago about, their favorite people looking old. They don't want to see, their stars old and decrepit and all that stuff. They don't want to see us like that. So not that I'm, no star or nothing, but, I kind of prefer this. I like it. Yep. But yeah, before Beijing, I was just letting it go. I was using Just for Men, but it wasn't. Yeah. Said you and your wife are going to Paris. Cool. You deserve it. I think we all deserve. We all deserve some sort of, you know, getaway, vacation, whatever, you know. In Hula, Hawaii. All right. One of these days, I'm gonna get there. The birthplace of our favorite president, Barack Obama. He was actually born in Hawaii.
Do you remember?
1690 WVON.
All right. That's good. I can't afford to go to Gary, but carry on. Enjoy. Maybe one day I'll make it to Detroit. Woo-wee. I wish I had your money. Yep, that's probably as far as I can go. That's as far as my money will take me, one way to Detroit. Oh, wait a minute. I can probably go to Indy. Christmas wiped me out, I tell you, mentally and financially. So I know a little bit about music, about the music game, just a little bit. The great Ray Charles and the Mess Around on 1690 WVON, the talk of Chicago, with your Dr. Al Greer, flipping the 45s on Jackie Wilson. Jesus. They have a casino where, in Indy? you. China, they have great music and great wine. Yeah, I can't wait to get over there and drink some wine. With more than 30 top 10 LPs since 1963, this singer-actress ranks #1 among the Billboard 200 greatest women artists of all time since 1963. Wow. I can't even think of who that might be.
$1,000, and you wrote down an incorrect response. Share, not a bad selection, but no, it'll cost you. You lost everything. Let's go to the middle now. Martha, you were in second place with 9,700, and you picked
Barbara
the right
Streisand.
response, who is Barbara Streisand. And you will add how much? 6,700. You're in the lead with 16,400. Andre, over to you now. Not looking happy, unfortunately, because you thought of Cher, and that'll cost you. Where are you going to finish today? You'll finish in second place. But champ, Martha, you get to come back and play again tomorrow to add to that.
Oh, my. So Trebek tried to work all the way up to the point where he died. He died 10 days later after taping the last episode or the last segment of Jeopardy. I'm like, wow.
This is a 1690 WVON B-Sides Triple Play. Triple Play.
Trump, call off your dogs. Call off your peoples.
Then, what were they thinking? Another mega super spreader event? And what it's like on the front lines of a pandemic hot zone. And who am I?
That's part of the untold story.
CBS anchor Nora O'Donnell uncovers her family history, buried for decades.
Oh my gosh.
And the widow of Black Panther star Chadwick Boseman, choking back tears.
Thank you. I love you.
Oh, my. They have a casino in Hammond or in Indy?
President's mind appears to be promoting construction of the border wall. He traveled to Alamo, Texas, but before he left Washington, he actually defended his remarks made before the riot.
What I said was totally appropriate.
President Trump today out of seclusion and denying all responsibility for the attack on the Capitol.
They've analyzed my speech and my words and my final paragraph, my final sentence, and everybody to the T thought it was totally appropriate.
Not everybody, Mr. President, not by a long shot.
I'm sorry, but that is a lie, and he is delusional to say so.
He didn't accept responsibility, but he did denounce the violent insurrection.
He never does.
No violence, never violence. We want absolutely no violence.
He also blasted the threats to impeach him and warned they could lead to more trouble.
For Nancy Pelosi and Chuck Schumer to continue on this path, it's causing tremendous danger to our country, and it's causing tremendous anger.
In private, Trump is reportedly insisting that Antifa people were behind the riot, a claim even a key ally, House Minority Leader Kevin McCarthy, is disputing. In a heated phone call, McCarthy reportedly told
Luana,
it's not Antifa, it's MAGA. I know, I was there. Stop it. It's over. The election is over. We're also hearing that Trump finally met with Vice President Pence for the first time since the riot. CBS News White House correspondent Paula Reed.
Well, CBS News has learned that the president and vice president had not spoken before last night since the events of last Wednesday, even though the vice president was in grave physical danger up on the Hill during that event. And he also has faced many death threats.
And this exchange is being mocked today. Trump's spokesperson praising his masculinity.
The social media crackdown, does he feel emasculated?
I wouldn't say emasculated. I mean, if the most masculine...
Jackie Wilson and Danny Boy right here on 1690 WVON, the talk of Chicago. It's your Dr. Al Greer flipping these 45s and playing the B-sides. Jackie was a prize fighter. At one point during a concert, he had to jump down off the stage and whoop some butts. And he did eloquently, too. Went back and finished the song, too. Oh, the horseshoe. Okay. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. Go out to Hammond and stay, pretend like I'm going out of town, and go stay at the Horseshoe in Hammond. That's a, you know, I can't afford China or Mexico anyway. I can afford Hammond, though. I can afford that.
Officer on the head. Now citizen detectives are trying to track down the suspect. Speculation on social media is that this may be the man. He appears to be wearing a knit cap, plaid jacket, and backpack, just like those worn by the suspect. There's speculation that the initials CFD on his cap may stand for Chicago Fire Department. Capitol Hill cop Brian Sicknick was killed by a blow to the head with a fire extinguisher, but it's not clear if he was hit during this incident. Authorities in all 50 states have been warned to brace for more violence. This poster calls for an armed march on Capitol Hill and all state capitals this Sunday, January 17th, culminating with what's said to be the largest armed protest ever to take place on American soil on Inauguration Day. Domestic terrorism expert Brian Levin says that authorities will be prepared this time.
Anybody who's thinking that they're going to go to D.C. and get no resistance is going to be very bluntly surprised. So the bottom line is, yeah, we take it seriously, but you know what? The bad guys should take stuff seriously too, because this time they're not going to be able to do a sucker punch.
15 Capitol Hill cops are under investigation over their actions during the invasion. The cop who posed for a selfie with a rioter has been suspended. So is this officer, seen wearing a MAGA hat. He claims he was trying to calm the rioters and rescue officers trapped by the crowd. There were also cops from other jurisdictions among the rioters.
Why do you have on that red cap, though? And he's a brother, too.
Live stream from inside the Capitol.
I love my boys in blue.
But this is overwhelming for them. There's no way they can hold us back.
The national roundup of suspects continues. 36-year-old Jake Angeli, who wore a horned hat and furs when he burst into the Senate chamber, doesn't have the stomach for life behind bars. His mom says he's not eating.
He gets very sick if he doesn't eat organic food. Literally, will get physically sick.
And Adam Johnson, charged with absconding with Nancy Pelosi's lectern, posted $25,000 bail and walked out of court in flip-flops and shorts. He's a stay-at-home dad with 5 children and is married to a doctor.
Obviously, if we could turn back the clock, I suspect that he would.
If you've got an extra $35,000 in your pocket, feel free to act out on an airplane, because that's what it could cost you after the FAA announced a crackdown on unruly passengers.
Phyllis Hyman, yeah. Step back, leave it alone. Step back, leave it alone. MAGA country.
By identifying her online, she told Stephen Fabian how she wrestled with that decision.
This dramatic video is at the heart of a family torn apart by this.
Same song.
Different artist.
On the B-sides, 1690 WVON.
Oh, Lord, help me. FB is listening. I know, right? like Big Brother is watching. FB is listening.
Also outed her aunt and uncle, who were also at the rally. Helena doesn't know if her family went to the Capitol where the mayhem unfolded, but she knows that her mom is furious with her and says she was kicked out of the house after attending a Black Lives Matter rally in Boston. Her mom sent her a message after the tweet.
She told me that I was throwing away my life, that my life is ruined, and that my sister's life is on my hands.
After the video surfaced, Teresa Duke was fired from her job at the University of Massachusetts Memorial Medical Center. The officer who punched her in the face now faces criminal charges.
She felt that she was being threatened, and she retaliated, and I don't think she did anything wrong.
If the words "Roll Tide, lift your heart," then you are probably celebrating Alabama's win over Ohio State in last night's college football championship.
Nah, that's enough. Lawana, hey. Once again, don't forget, share the live video on your page And who knows, one of these days I might be famous. Yeah, right. Shoot, if I ain't famous yet, it ain't gonna happen. It's not going to happen.
CNN's Sarah Seidel breaks down on live television, reporting on the COVID-19 deaths.
I apologize. I'm trying to get through this. This is the 10th hospital that I have been in. It's really hard to take. I'm sorry, Allison.
One person in LA County is dying every 8 minutes from COVID-19. In Orange County, our camera crews were allowed to follow firefighters and paramedics as they gear up with an extra layer of personal protective equipment. Their patient, 91-year-old Walter Mazursky. Fortunately, he's alert, although he's fallen twice today after being diagnosed with COVID a week ago.
What is your biggest concern when you watch your father-in-law being taken by ambulance to the hospital?
I think the biggest one is that he's kind of alone. The biggest fear for me has been contracting at work, not knowing it, going home and giving it to immunosuppressed family member.
Fire Captain Josh Sandage had COVID-19 weeks ago and has since recovered.
In your 22 years as a firefighter and a paramedic, is this as bad as you've ever seen it?
As far as the medical part, yes.
And right, and they make fun of Ebonics.
Star Chadwick Boseman lost a very private battle with colon cancer. His widow accepted an award on his behalf, choking back tears.
Now, that's the same song.
Same song.
Different artist.
The B-Sides. 1690 WVON.
Awards Monday night.
An acknowledgement not only of his profound work, but of his impact on this industry and this world.
Boseman, best known for playing Black Panther, was nominated for his final role in the Netflix movie Ma Rainey's Black Bottom, starring alongside Viola Davis.
That was probably the way I felt it.
His wife appeared on the awards show during a tribute to the 43-year-old actor. Boseman died in August after privately battling colon cancer for 4 years.
Chad, thank you. I love you. I am so proud of you. Keep shining your light on us.
We'll be back with more Inside Edition.
Woo! In my world. Is it almost 4 o'clock already? I almost made it through. Well, I only got stopped once, so I'm good. Had to turn the music all the way down. I guess it was picking it up from my headphones or a speaker in another room, so. Yeah. Do for love. You tried everything, but you don't give up. What I would not do. You're welcome, Lawana. You're so welcome. Matter of fact, I'm going to put that in my library, Phyllis Hyman. Because I love me some Phyllis. Okay, a show of hands. How many people thought that Bobby Caldwell was a brother? Yep. Me too, yeah. What you won't do for love, right here on 1690 WVON, the talk of Chicago. It's your Dr. Al Greer with a classic. And I do mean a classic from Funkadelic. This is I Bet You on 1690 WVON. Mm-mm-mm-mm. And I bet you. So I wasn't the only one that thought he was a brother because he recorded on TK Records. You know, like he's what? He's white. What? Shut the front door. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. Some Herbie Hancock music. Absolutely. Yes, I miss me some Phyllis. I miss me some Phyllis, I tell you. Doobie Brothers, okay.
Hey, listen to El Greer and the B-sides. He rocks.
Simply Red, no. No. One blue-eyed soul brother a night is enough. We play Bobby Caldwell, so yeah. He said Simply Red. All right. And then I'm gonna play some David Bowie and some Elton John and nah, I'm good. I mean, don't get me wrong. I mean, I'm not anti-white. I'm just pro-black. So, you know, maybe we'll dedicate a whole show to Blue Eyed Soul all night, and we'll play Hall and Oates and Elton John, and you know, whole bunch of white boys all night. Bobby Caldwell, Redbone. Oh well, Redbone's not white. They red. You know. Who else? Who else can we play? That's average white band. There you go. They're white except for the drummer. So yeah, we'll do that one night. We'll just play Blue Eyed Soul all night long. As a matter of fact, I read in an article, Daryl Hall was like, "Why can't it just be plain old soul?" It's like, because you're white. You don't get it, do you? You're Caucasian. You can't be in the soul category. You can be, but yeah. Just do a mix. No, you do a mix. Put Fame in there by David Bowie, and I Can't Go For That by Hall and Oates. Yeah, there you go. Redbone. Well, they're not white, they're red. Go right ahead. And throw some Dusty Springfield in there. Silly, 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 silly fool. Yeah. Throw all of them in there. I can't think of no other. Oh, the Righteous Brothers. You lost that love and feeling. Oh, that love and feeling. Yeah, put them in there. Do a whole white boy mix. Oh, the Farragher Brothers. You never get your love behind me. Can't forget that one. And Tommy James and the Shondells. Crystal Blue Persuasion. Ooh, it's a new vibration. I'm like, dang. Make a whole night of it. Ooh. Them other station was, they'd be so mad at me, boy, I tell you. They'd be like, why didn't we think of this? Yep, do it the whole night. Nothing but Elton and all the rest of them. That would be cold. David Bowie, Fame makes a man think things over. Fame. The whole night. That would, man. They'd be so pissed that they didn't think of it.
Chicago and the voice of the nation. 1690 WVON, Berwyn, Chicago.
I'm Vanessa Tyler.
Uh-oh, it's the last hour of B-Sides Power, y'all. Woo, Lord. I'm in no ways tired.
In a recent Dateline episode on NBC are the families of George Floyd and Eric Gardner, whose loved ones died at the hands of police in Minneapolis and New York.
Mm-hmm. Trump is going to jail. Oh yeah, we forgot about Phil Collins. Oh yeah, throw him in the mix too. Phil Collins.
And society back on track.
I'm Vanessa Tyler with Mike Stevens on the Black Information Network.
The Talk of Chicago, 1690 WVON.
It's a weekend fit for a king on Vaughn TV. We're celebrating Dr. King's birthday January 14th through.
I really think that he's going to do some time. I really do. You know, I doubt it though, because it's like, there once again there's that white privilege that he'll get off for, Thank you, Donald Fagan and Steely Dan. Mm-hmm. Yep. Do I think he's going to go to jail? Michael Jackson. Daryl. He said Michael Jackson. Oh. I see you just woke up from a nap. You just started naming names. They're like, Michael Jackson. They're like, we're talking about white folks. Michael is beige. Sammy Sosa.
From the Xfinity Studios at WVON. The Talk of Chicago, 1690 WVON.
You're listening to the B-Sides with Al Greer on 1690 WVON.
Everybody. Uh-oh. Speaking of naps, I'm getting sleepy now. Oh, it's the 4 o'clock hour. No wonder. Usually I get sleepy around the 4 o'clock hour. So. Tina Marie, yeah, she's definitely white. Yep, 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 yep. Ooh, yeah, that feels good. Tea tree oil. They said it's good for, that thing on the back of your neck, that rash. It's good for that. It kills the fungus. I'm like, yeah, okay. I'm sure this hasn't been done in a while. I don't believe this board has been cleaned in a while. John B, yeah, there you go. Definitely white. And don't forget about, you guessed it, Robin Thicke. Yep, Robin Thicke is definitely a blue-eyed soul brother, for sure. All right, the board has been sanitized. Let's see how long it stays like this. For the guy that says, I never play any Temptations, we all know that's not true. But anyway, Happy People, written by Lionel Richie and the rest of the Commodores, right here on 1690 WVON. The Talk of Chicago. It's the last hour of B-Sides Power with your peanut butter brother, Dr. Al Greer, with Harold Melvin and the Blue Notes. This is The Love I Lost on 1690 WVON as we flip the 45s and play the B-Sides. Love again. Let me turn it down. Facebook police are on my back. Yep, that board is clean now, boy. Woo! It's clean. I will never, no, never love again. No, never. Tim Connolly. Oh no. Our own Tim Connolly.
Hi, this is Angelique, and you're listening to the B-Sides with Dr. Al Greer on 1690 WVON.
Did you say Tim Connolly? Mm-mm. Tim Connolly. back. Blue-eyed soul sister. Yeah. And yes, I washed my hands, Daryl. To the fire, but ask your mama.
The B-Sides on 1690 WVON. Woo!
I love that song. Barbara Acklin, Just Ain't No Love. On 1690 WVON, the talk of Chicago. Rumor has it that these were the first words that I spoke as a kid. Let's rock some more, yeah. Don't you have no fear. Put your hands on your hips and let your backbone slip. And putting the hurting on me. Honey, let's shout. Yeah. Turn it up. Well, after I cleaned the board, I had to go wash my hands because they smelled like Clorox bleach. I hate that smell of bleach on my hands. I like it everywhere else. I just don't like it on my hands.
WVON B-Sides Double Play.
I want you to run to me, baby. I run with all your money. Hear what I said.
Mm. Yes, must keep the hands washed. And don't touch my face.
This is a 1690 WVON B-Sides Triple Play. Triple Play.
Woo, about 200 National Guard members headed to D.C. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. It's going to be one. Let them pull it now. Let them pull that MAGA stuff now.
Lockup downtown. He is now charged with transmitting a threat ahead of next week's inauguration. This morning, federal prosecutors say 45-year-old Louis Capriati of Chicago Heights has a long history of leaving threatening voicemails to members of Congress, the latest to a representative from New Jersey in late December. That message became even more chilling after a violent mob overran the U.S. Capitol 1 week ago today, trying to stop the certification of Joe Biden's election. Prosecutors say Capriati's recording, laced with profanity, says in part that if certain individuals think that Joe Biden is going to put his hand on the Bible and walk into that White House on January 20th, they're sadly mistaken. Court documents allege that Capriati continued saying, "We will surround the White House and we will kill any Democrat that steps on the lawn." Prosecutors say Capriati identified himself as a 9-year Marine active duty, but prosecutors say he never served in the military. This morning, as representatives return to a battered Capitol building, security is beefed up.
For the first time, we do have armed escorts with us. I've never had that before, never seen that before, and yet now it's become, unfortunately, a necessity.
Capriati will remain in federal custody until at least next Friday, when his next court appearance is scheduled. If convicted, he faces up to 5 years in prison.
Ooh.
Dirksen Federal.
You have a long time to think about threatening anybody. In 1966, Brunswick Records insisted that he go to Chicago to record. And Mr. Carl Davis insisted that he recorded with his funk brothers from Detroit, who, of course, played on most of the hits that were recorded by, Martha and the Vandellas, the Supremes, Marvin Gaye. Yep, those same funk brothers. They took a ride to the city and recorded these songs. Mm-hmm. Calling your name. Peaches. Yo, 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 LT. Don't you hear it, little baby? I'm doing good. I'm doing good. I'm doing well. I'm hanging in there. How about you?
This is a 1690 WVON B-Sides Double Play. Double Play.
LT. Disappointment was my closest friend. New gig. Congratulations. That's what's up. I'm still doing the same 3 gigs I've been doing. Still hanging in there. Still in limbo. I'm still in limbo. Yep. Yep, still in limbo. Yes, I am Jamaican, working 3 jobs. Actually, the running the station, WOSD, is not considered a job. I mean, I don't take a salary from that. So, but I do take a salary from here and from WBGX. Trust me. That's right. I'm doing my thing, man. Lifting me. Doing my thing, man.
This is a 1690 WVON B-Sides Triple Play. Triple Play. Triple Play.
Baby. Okie dokie. Take care, LT. Thank you. We shall chat. Yep, it's a lot that I want to lay on you, baby. It's heavy, baby. It's heavy. Baby. Jackie Wilson recorded right here in Chicago. I get the sweetest feeling right here on 1690 WVON, the talk of Chicago. Mm-mm. Sing it, Jackie.
It's the B-Sides with Al Greer on 1690 WVON.
Come back this way someday. This way someday. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. With a little help from the Shallites, Don't Burn No Bridges Along the Way, right on 1690 WVON. The Talk of Chicago, one of the last songs he did. This one also features the Shallites. This is You Got Me Walking from Jackie Wilson. So good. Ain't no man so bad. He cannot be had when you gotta be walking, baby. Chasing the floor. And you gotta be knocking on the wrong doors. You gotta be talking to myself. Never see with nobody else. Oh, breakfast in the morning is my own time. La 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 la. Ain't no man so bad, honey, he cannot be had. You got me walking on the wrong doors. Talking to myself, and I've never seen. Yeah, baby. So good. You got me walking. Phew. Jackie Wilson. All I got to say is Jackie Wilson was a bad man. A bad man. Out of James Brown and Sam Cooke and all the rest of them, Otis Redding too, Jackie stood above all of them. They used to say about Elvis, they said that Jackie was the black Elvis. Actually, it was the other way around. Elvis was the white Jackie Wilson. There wasn't nothing Jackie couldn't do. Back splits, he could do it all. Operatic voice, he had the looks, he could have been an actor, the whole thing. Unfortunately, he made his transition in a nursing home. He had hit his head while performing for one of Dick Clark's shows. He never regained consciousness, maybe a few times during his convalescing, but at one point, they had exhausted all their money. He died bankrupt, penniless. So all the DJs around the country got together and they all, gathered some money together to give him a fitting burial. Not only did they do so, not only did he have a fitting burial, they built a mausoleum where they play his music in Detroit. And on it, it says, "No more lonely teardrops." The great Jackie Wilson, right here on 1690 WVON. Thank you so much for staying up with me. Daryl Awesome Owens, LT, Freddie B, DJ Freddie B, that is. Lady G, thank you for checking in. The Sister Teresa, and just everybody. I thank you guys for staying up with me each and every night as I flip the 45s and play the B-sides. I'm back at midnight, so make sure you join me here on The Talk of Chicago, 1690 WVON, as well as Facebook. Speaking of Facebook, shout out to the one and only, the classy Bev Massey, who holds down the Facebook page on the B-siders for us each and every time. Good night to all my B-siders, my M-squatters, my third shifters, and of course, my dusty insomniacs. Thank you for holding me down as I flip the 45s and play the B-sides. KD Roberts, get well soon, man. Till next time, blue skies, green lights, and peace. Good night, Miss Delicious. Oh, and if I forgot you by name, charge it to my head and not to my heart, Annette Brown, okay? Thank you, guys. That's it. We're in the second part of the broadcast. I didn't get cut off this time. Once again, thank you for putting up with my butt. I appreciate it. We'll do it again tonight at 9 o'clock with... I'm about to say Whispers in the Dark. Good Lord. With bedtime stories at 9 o'clock Central Standard Time on WOSD Radio and, of course, on Facebook. Peace out, y'all. I appreciate you. God bless.